Hello and welcome to another episode of The Near Fall. I'm your host, Devin Williams, right? And then there it's Thursday. We got Ben in the house. No Nick tonight.
I'm back.
Yeah. Just in time for an AEW pay-per-view for me to defend my card. Had the belt for a bit. Might be the longest reigning champion. It's been probably about a month and a half.
Yeah, I'm sure that'll go down in the record books.
Yep. So obviously Full Gear Saturday. That'll be the big part of today's episode.
Plenty of matches to choose from.
Yep. Plenty of matches to choose from. Before we start, quick little update. Two things. I ran into Sheamus on Friday.
Really?
Yes. I sent it to Ben or sent it to Nick. Never sent it to Ben. I kind of forgot that I did not send it.
Where
to
were
Ben.
you?
A Quick Trip right behind the Rush Center on Lombardi, kind of right by my house.
Yeah.
Right by my house. Let me see if I can pull up the photo here. But yeah.
Oh yeah.
There you go. So
were they in the area for something?
yeah, it was an NXT thing, I guess.
Oh, really?
Me and Nick kind of talked about it on Tuesday, but for those who didn't catch that episode, WWE's NXT show was here last Friday, and at about 10 o'clock, I was at a Quick Trip on the Lombardi, and kind of was a little rude. He was kind of holding up not the checkout line, but by like the food. He was asking for like a bunch of food to get ordered.
Yeah.
Some guy was, and I kind of just wanted to grab my cheeseburger and cheese sticks and kind of get out of there. And I kind of went over there. And he's like, "Oops, sorry." And then he went to the checkout line, and he had an Irish accent. Turned around, and had the handlebar mustache. I'm like, "Oh, that's Sheamus."
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So you didn't know who it was until you turned around.
And when he talked, because he obviously he has the red hair, he's a little pasty, and he's big, and I'm like, Irish. And then he turned around and had the handle. I'm like, yeah,
That's
okay.
cool.
Yeah.
I had a small run-in with Chris Jericho like 15 years ago. So that's my claim for running into a wrestler.
But it was kind of cool. Someone else in the Quick Trip said, "Oh, you guys going to Chicago next?" And then like the guy next to Sheamus, who's in that picture? I think he might just been like a handler. Said, "Why are you going to follow us?" And it's like I didn't say that, but again, I didn't ask where they were going, but I was like, "Oh, whatever."
Yeah.
So yeah, ran into Sheamus last about a week ago, and John Cena's matches. Kind of some updates on that. All of the mystery guests were announced. Wrestled Matt Cardona or Zack Ryder, as well as Dolph Ziggler. Any thoughts on who the favorite is still from that? Who do you expect?
I mean, it could be Sheamus, right? He's still in it.
It could still be Sheamus, yes.
I think it's been decent so far. I would have enjoyed a few more surprises, or at least have maybe Zack Ryder or Nemeth win a match. So that, I mean, there was cool little pops, cool little moments, but I still kind of am expecting a little bit more. As far as a favorite goes,
they have like
they have a couple more first rounders.
I think they finished the first round. Or,
no, because they have Penta and Finn still to go.
But all the participants who are in the match
have been announced.
Are announced.
Yeah,
as of right now, unless that changes.
As far as a favorite goes, I'm leaning Gunther.
Yeah, that's same over here. I would be shocked if at this point I would be shocked if he doesn't win. But we'll have to see and goes from there. So that's kind of like a quick little wrap up. Did you watch Dynamite?
I did
last night.
All 3 hours plus the collision.
Yeah, they had the collision one. Any kind of like quick thoughts before we kind of jump into some of this? But what did you think of? I know they had Dynamite, Omega's return. What was your lead? What was your favorite thing you took away of?
Oh, there was just so much matches. I guess it's hard to pick like one thing. I thought Okada and Dorado was a good match. There was some like missed spots there. It was good seeing Kenny back again. We had both women's tag team matches.
Yep.
Those were actually really good. They announced Continental Classic is coming back next week.
Oh, really?
I'm excited for that.
I'm trying to look to see if there are results here. I don't know why it's so hard to find. I didn't post them yesterday. But the tag teams. So they're all four were announced for
a match at
Full Gear. The winner. I didn't understand this one. The winner gets the stipulation for their match specifically.
Right. So it's a tornado tag. The winning team gets to pick the stipulation for
it's a
their
four corners
semi
match. I don't know if it's a tornado tag where only two people can be in the ring at once, but it's a four corners.
Maybe. Yeah. And so the winner picks the stipulation for their semifinal match.
Yeah. And the semifinals are the Babes of Wrath, which are Harley Cameron and Willow Nightingale, the Sisters of Sin. Those two, that's one matchup. That is Julia Hart and Sky Blue. And then it's Mina and Tony, which are named like the...
Oh, man, I forgot.
Like the...
Love Bombs.
Yeah, that's something like that. It's some of the Love Bombs. But they're going against Shafir and Megan Bain. So, I think 4 solid semifinals. Did you see Anna Jay's, or I'm sorry, Tay Mello's kind of tweet about how she was upset that they didn't win?
No, I didn't.
They lost in the first round to... She kind of tweeted out saying like back in like COVID of 2020, me and Anna dreamed about competing for these belts, and it stinks that we lost in the first round.
Yeah, and that was kind of my takeaway from the match too. Is it felt quick, like it felt kind of like they got ran over in a way. I mean, it wasn't a squashing or anything by that means, but like it didn't feel like they ever really stood out. And
I didn't necessarily mind it. I don't think that they would have won maybe a while ago. They would have been okay. All right, well, let's just quick run through it before we get to our AW card. But Bobby Lashley Ricochet, this is for the number 1 spot in the Casino Gauntlet match.
Yep.
Bobby Lashley won. He came out, so he will be number 1 coming out. Number 2, they had Speedball versus Shelton. Yep. And what was kind of interesting, if Shelton would have won, it would have been 1 and 2. And would they have just taken the pin?
Shelton did win, right?
He did win? Oh, I thought.
Yeah, because they kind of had a botch at the... I don't know if it was a botch or what happened, but he kind of pinned Speedball, and the ref said it was a kick out at 2, and then Shelton hit
he did
a couple more moves and then pinned him. Yeah, so we got Hurt Syndicate opening.
Interesting.
So they're either gonna stand there or they're gonna, we're gonna see.
Wait, can't they just pin him and the match is over?
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, they're not gonna decide if it's just gonna be
like, what if like Shelton says, "Yeah, I'll just take the pin. Like, I'll just lay down and have Bobby." I mean, they're I don't think there's any signs of them fracturing.
No, and maybe it starts here in a way. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, he's definitely not gonna lay down and take the pin.
That would be awesome. I think that would actually be really cool.
But yeah, so it's an odd way to go about it, but an interesting way. I'm curious to see how that first couple minutes is going to go in that match. I forgot how much time there is before the next person comes out. I don't think it's significant. I don't think it's like 5 minutes or anything like that, but there'll be a couple minutes where it's just those two.
I would be curious if like there's interference for it. If they actually try to do it and then like Speedball or somebody pulls off, or if Khan says, "All right, you guys have to wait for at least one person to get in," but then they could just tag team that other guy.
Right. Yep.
Interesting. Well, that does make it kind of a little interesting. Did you see so Moxley and Kyle O'Reilly no holds barred match for All Gear setup?
Yep.
Very interesting. I think this would be another match. I think Kyle O'Reilly's kind of been on a little bit of a heater. Tapped out Jon Moxley at the Blood and Guts, and now is I mean, not gonna be the main event, but one of the main events.
Yeah, they've really set up this story kind of nicely. I mean, it's good to see. I love Kyle O'Reilly. I love Roderick Strong. I want to see those guys be pushed to either tag team titles or some singles runs. I think they're really good, and that they've put on some really good matches, Kyle O'Reilly and Mox, and we get the penultimate match at Full Gear in a no holds barred match. So Hangman
ended up beating Shibata. Not a big shocker there, but again, some other interference from Samoa Joe. I would love. So they also talked about the women's match, Monet and Statlander. This was the main event, right, of Dynamite, or no?
Main event. It closed out the night. It was the main event of Collision. It was the second hour.
But Monet beat Red Velvet, unified the
Ring of Honor television.
Yep. But this is going to main event the Full Gear. They announced that this was the main event.
They did?
Yes.
Okay.
At least I saw that online where it said this was like the first ever main event women's match in AEW pay-per-view history, I believe is what it was. Because even Monroe and Tony Storm didn't main event the
And I believe,
the show.
I don't think I'm wrong here, but I believe Monet and Statlander have the record for the longest women's match in AEW.
Really?
Yeah.
I know this is the third time that they'll go that they are fighting each other.
Yeah.
This is the third time. I'm trying to look over here at some stuff, but that makes
it super interesting. Then I might it kind of sways my pick for later in a way. I don't know. Do you have the feel good close out of Stat, or do you have like the 15th bout for Monet?
I think that is a toss up.
I think if you look at that card though, that is kind of one that stands out to close the show.
Yeah, it's the main. I mean, I don't think they would do Hangman, Samoa Joe. I mean, I think that one's a little bit easier to predict, but
yeah,
we'll have to see. All right, that'll quick wrap up our AEW recap. Let's take a break. When we come back, we will do our picks for AEW Full Gear. Plenty to choose from this time. So stay with us. We'll be right back after these breaks. Hello and welcome back to the Near Fall. I am your host. Bring those letters up. Devin Willems. We have AEW Full Gear to go over. The first thing, picks time, defending champion, myself. I'm curious of how this will go. Let's quick look through the card. See if there's any extra things to do. I guess the women's match is probably the one.
To close it?
No, the tag team match, the extra picks.
Oh, right.
Yes.
Yeah, as far as pins
That'll probably,
and stuff.
because there's 8 people in that one.
Yeah. I mean, you do have Mox and O'Reilly for run-ins if you wanted.
I think those have been tricky because we've all been in the same thing. And if you do the 1.5,
yeah,
you know what I mean?
I mean, you could do number of entrants in Casino Gauntlet.
Ooh, okay. Yeah. I think that's the one that we'll do. Or we just do the winner of it.
Well, right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because another thing I thought with that one is you could pick, because there's a handful of names that have been announced for it, right? Like Ricochet, Hurt Syndicate, those people. Like we could pick one of them and one person that hasn't been mentioned. Like a I don't know, surprise person. But
let's see. Let's get through it. All right. Well, let's just start off then. I'll go from the bottom up, but the 4-way tag team match for the women. For this one, we will have to do who takes the pin only and who wins. Obviously, the extra point will be who takes the pin, not the person that gets the winning one, because we already kind of have that picked with the tag team. But we don't have Nick's picks in, do we?
We don't.
No,
I totally forgot.
All right, we will get Nick's picks in. I'll have to talk to him tomorrow and
honor system
and have him and mention it. But we won't tell our picks to Nick unless he watches this. So a 4-way tag team match. We have Toni Storm, Mina Shirakawa, the Love Bombs, Megan Bayne and Marina Shafir, Willow Nightingale and Harley Cameron, Julia Hart and Sky Blue as the 4 teams in it. Ben, who do you think wins and who do you think takes the pin?
I'm going Sisters of Sin here.
Okay.
Simply because they're the most interesting team that could pick a stipulation, right? Being like the darker heel team. Yep. So I'm going for them to win. And it would be a stipulation in the match against Willow and Harley.
Yep.
And so for that reason, I'm having them pin Harley.
Okay. I'm going the opposite here. I think it's either Toni Storm and Mina win or Megan and Marina win. A lot of M's in this one. Mina, Megan, and Marina. Again, you have the blood and guts stuff where Toni Storm said, I quit, as Mina was getting choked out by Marina Shafir and Megan Bayne tapping her. So I think this match will have the stipulation. Their semifinal will have the stipulation.
I think you outsmarted me on this one.
Now, who wins it is the interesting one. Because so that means I'm actually going to go then Megan Bayne and Marina Shafir win. I think they pin Sky Blue. But the big one is I think the stipulation will be in that Toni Storm won. And I think Toni Storm and Mina will win that match. So I think the stipulation will be picked by Megan Bayne. But I could easily, that's where I'm going to go. I'm going to go Megan Bayne and Marina Shafir winning, pinning. Did I say Sky Blue or Julia Hart?
Sky Blue, you said.
Sky Blue. That's who I'm going with. All right. Next, Pac versus Darby Allin. Decent promo to kind of, at some point in AWS, I saw it come across my Twitter feed.
Yeah.
Man, this is so hard because I think Darby will win this one, is kind of what I'm going to go with. I think Darby's going to win, but I could easily see Pac spoiling my other pick. I think the winner whoever wins this match, the opposite will happen for the Moxley match. So I'm gonna go Darby in this one.
Right, and that's what I had written down as well. I also had Darby.
Yep.
Not a whole lot of build for this one individually, but obviously it's part of the bigger scope of the Death Riders versus Darby. I just don't see Darby losing. I like it that it's a singles match and it's a clean one. There's no stipulations or anything, so I'm excited for the match. But I don't see Darby losing it.
I'm with you on that one. Moxley and O'Reilly. No holds barred match. This one, I think I'm gonna go Moxley. They kind of just touched on it for another one. I think Kyle O'Reilly just got the win. Yeah. I don't think he'll get the win this time.
Right. Same. I mean, they've had tremendous matches. Kyle O'Reilly's kind of taken Mox to his breaking point.
I like it.
Making him like DQ, hit the ref, doing all these things. The build has been great, but I'm going Mox. Yeah. As much as I would like to see.
He got the win on Blood and Guts. I think that's fine. Now we got the $1 Million Trios match. Kenny Omega, Jack Perry, and Luchasaurus going against the Young Bucks and Josh Alexander. Ben, who do you have for this one?
I'm going with Omega and Jurassic Express. Mm-hmm. There's a bunch of ties going on with Omega and the Bucks history there with Don Callis. So a lot of interesting things happening there. But Omega winning allows the Broke Bucks storyline to continue and more interest with Callis. So I'm going with Omega and Jurassic Express.
Did the Young Bucks win the last time they did 250,000, or was that the Luchasaurus? I think it was Luchasaurus and then won.
There's been so many money matches, I forgot. I know they won one big one.
This was a pay-per-view. This was a pay-per-view.
I think, didn't they win it and then lose it at the casino or something?
I remember seeing that, but again, there were so many money matches that money could have been won from anywhere.
Yeah.
But it was like their first tag team match. I thought the Luchasaurus and them beat the Young Bucks. I'm going to go the opposite way. I'm going to go the Young Bucks and Josh Alexander.
Okay.
Actually, hold up.
Scratch that for the record.
This is such a hard one because Omega's coming back. Like, do they need the win? Kind of. Does the Young Bucks need the win? Also, kind of. Why is Josh Alexander in this match? To take the pin. But the Young Bucks also need the win. This one is a little tough.
A lot going on.
I can see them winning with help from Don Callis, and then kind of being suckered in, being like, okay, we're part of the Don Callis family now, and then kind of like, I don't know. Yeah, give me Omega, Perry, and Luchasaurus. Just with Omega coming back, attacked. I think that's the way it'll go. But I think this one's it's relatively unique for me. But next, the Casino Gauntlet match to crown the first ever AEW National Champion. And actually, I thought the belt looks pretty cool.
Yeah.
Let's start one by one. We'll say how many contestants will be in this match. I'm going to go 13. Lucky number 13.
Yeah.
13.
I'll go a little bit less. I'll go 10.
Okay.
To make it, there's a little gap in there.
13 and 10. Now it's the winners.
Yep. That's the hard part.
This is a hard one.
I mean, I absolutely love this match style.
Yep.
Like, it is so unique. It's so fun to watch. There can be surprises similar to a Royal Rumble. The other edges of the seat. It could end at any time. So we know a couple names in it, right? Ricochet, Bobby Lashley.
Yep.
I'm going with someone who hasn't been mentioned. I'm going with the return.
Of MJF?
No, I'm going Swerve.
Okay.
I don't see it being any of the people they've named.
I like that. I like that pick. Yeah, that's interesting. See, I kind of want to go Ricochet.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah, that's why I had as far as the names that
I'll go Ricochet. I'm gonna go Ricochet. I think he kind of needs a belt. I think he's also could be a really good AEW national champion. Like he can put on some good matches with a lot of people across. This is for somebody they're looking to send in multiple promotions.
Oh yeah, they're doing all that stuff too. Yeah, I mean I'm not gonna change my pick. But
I don't mind the Swerve pick. I really don't. All right, moving on. TNT, Kyle Fletcher, no Mark Briscoe, and a no DQ match. I'm putting you and Nick down for Mark Briscoe. You guys keep picking him each single time he's in one of these matches. So locking it in for you guys. I'm going Kyle Fletcher. No thanks.
God.
Pass. Kyle Fletcher for me. This has to be the end of this.
It really does have to be the end.
I am sick of Kyle Fletcher. There's been some solid matches. I'll get the match, but it's just like it's the same match every single time. It's always one of these.
Yeah.
Fletcher gets up early. Briscoe comes back, does something cool, just barely loses or barely.
Does the no DQ add anything of interest to you?
I think it's just so that way, like there's trying to add some variety to the match. Like Mark Briscoe's going to go through a table, and then I bet at some point Kyle Fletcher takes like a sick like thumbtack spot.
Yeah. I'm sticking with Briscoe. I don't know. The only reason I say that is just the stipulation. There's so much going on with Don Callis. You're gonna throw in Briscoe with it.
Yep.
And as interesting as that could be, it's just like give Briscoe a singles title. Doesn't need to be a long reign.
I'm just betting against it. I'm betting against it. Yeah. So. All right. We have 3 more championship matches to get to. We have the tag team champions, the world champion, both men's and women. So we'll take one more break. When we come back, we have our final 3 picks. So stay with us. We'll be right back after these breaks. Hello and welcome back to the Near Fall. I'm your host, Devin Williams. We got our final 3 picks here for AEW Full Gear to wrap up today's episode. We just got done doing Kyle Fletcher and Mark Briscoe. Tag team time. Brody King and Brodito going against FTR. I'm in this one. I think it's time. I think FTR takes it.
Yeah.
I think they need the belts, I think, personally. If they lose, I don't know what they do. Personally,
right.
So I'm gonna go FTR in this one. Wouldn't be shocked if Brodito does win, but I'm going FTR.
Same, yeah. I mean, Brodito's had a heck of a run. FTR is arguably the greatest of all time. They could be 3-time tag team champions, and I want to see that. So I'm going with FTR. I want to see a nice FTR.
FTR wins. The Young Bucks win. Sets up a Young Buck FTR. That's what I thought
at like one of the last pay-per-views too, and it didn't happen.
Yeah, but Luchasaurus could also, or the Jungle Express could also challenge for him too if they win that match. So it's a horse apiece. All right, men's time. Hangman Adam Page, Samoa Joe in a steel cage match. I kind of touched on this with Nick, but I don't know how many times I've seen Samoa Joe in a pure steel cage match.
Right.
Recently, I mean, like maybe a couple times in WWE, but I like Hangman in this one. Don't think Samoa Joe wins. Would be shocked if he does win. It would be in that shock territory. I mean, it's like MJF comes back and costs Hangman the match. I think that's like the only way I would see it.
Right. And maybe that could happen as well. But like, even if there is some kind of like surprise interference, I still don't see the title changing hands.
Swerve.
Right.
Swerve would be the one because that sets up Hangman Swerve again.
Right. And maybe MJF tries to cost Hangman and Swerve saves Hangman in a little twisties.
Here's what I was thinking is, what if Swerve costs Hangman, Joe gets the belt, Joe MJF gets the belt, Swerve and Hangman, winner of that goes against MJF.
Yeah.
You know, that kind of moves the needle. But I don't know when they're coming back. Also, like, Will Ospreay should be coming back hopefully in January. So maybe he plays into it and he gets into that. I mean, a Swerve Hangman Ospreay triple threat match, I think would be
that would be incredible.
That would be incredible. Yeah. So maybe. But saving I think one of the more unique ones for last, Statlander and Monet. AEW Women's World Championship on the line. Ben, start with you.
I don't feel comfortable with either of these picks.
I don't like either. I think this is a tough one.
It's such a toss-up. You know, you have all the Monet belt aspects.
Statlander just won.
She just won relatively. Too. And she could use another huge. I mean, who'd she beat last? Toni Storm?
She beat Toni Storm, but then I thought she defended it once.
Right.
I can't remember who it was against. I thought she defended it once or twice.
She beat Toni Storm in a defense.
Oh, in a rematch, too.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, she won it and then won it in a rematch.
I mean, so if you kick off a title reign with, first of all, dethroning Storm, beating Storm, and then beating Monet, that's saying something. And I'm honestly good with either way they take this. I'm not someone who's like, no, I'm hating on Monet. I'm not. All said and done, give me the belts. Go on Monet.
Oh, man, this is such a tough one. No, if Statlander won the belt like 4 months ago, I think I would give it to Monet.
Well, see, this is why it could main event, right? Because it's just so people care.
Where is this? Is this in Houston?
No, it's in like New Jersey, I believe.
Kind of close to Pittsburgh. You know,
Do
it's
you
from
think
Pittsburgh.
DMD? Britt Baker? I think Stat has some ties to the area too, I think.
Ah, man. All right. Give me Statlander. I think Monet's going to win this. I really do.
Go with Monet. We are differentiating.
I know,
on a bunch of them.
but I know who Nick's going to take. He's going to take Monet. I just keep going back to Statlander beat Toni Storm for the belt, and is Statlander really just going to be a transition champion? And Statlander did just put Monet through that table. This is a tough one. This is probably the one I'm for sure spending the most time on this here personally, and even in my brain.
We're inside Devin's brain. Yeah, in a dangerous place.
I'll stick to it. Give me Monet. Give me Monet. Give me Monet. Oh, it feels dirty to do. I just think Monet she's challenged for the belts how many times?
Right. Yeah. And so it's is she going to lose these belts before she becomes women's world champion? You know, I don't think so. I think she's going to be the women's world champion. Is going to top all this off.
Yeah.
And we're done collecting belts.
Are we?
I don't know. I think so.
Yeah. Yeah. Give me Monet. I'll lock it in. I know it does not feel good at all, but that's what we got to do. I mean, I just think that, it's new championship reign. Statlander is a solid person and a competitor. This is main eventing.
Yeah.
And how many times is Monet going to not win? This is her 4th shot at the belt. I think she wrestled Storm once.
Yeah.
I thought she might have wrestled Storm twice. She wrestled her once for sure. Maybe this is only her 2nd shot at, but this is the 3rd time Statlander and Monet have wrestled for sure. Right. So, yeah, I'll end it up with Monet. Give me Monet. All right, that'll do it for today's episode of the Near Fall. Catch us on Tuesday. See if there's a new or still Near Fall champion. Hoping to keep it. This one is I don't know.
I'll be happy to take it from you.
I really don't know. But all right, that'll do it for today's episode. Thank you for watching right here on the Near Fall. Until the next time. Keep your shoulders off the mat. We will see you next time right here on WFRV Plus. Thanks for watching.